It's the 30th anniversary of Bold and the Beautiful. So we're going to celebrate that and much more here on Bold Breakdown next.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Oh my God, last time we probably hear this song. We're not sure, I don't know. What's going on? A new opening, it's crazy. Welcome to the Bold Breakdown, the Bold and Beautiful After Show here on AFTERBUZZ TV. I'm James Lott Jr., one of your hosts tonight. I said one of your hosts. I'm not by myself. I'm not un solo. I'm here with the returning, the wonderful, the ridiculously handsome Matthew Evan Paine.
Hi, everyone.
Where can I find you?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Matthew E. Paine.
And you can follow me at James Lott Jr. That's right, where all
Yes,
James
you
Lott Jr.'s
can.
are sold. You can find me. I'm there. You guys know I am there. And of course, you have a Facebook page. And that's the Bold Breakdown. Go ahead and like it. You guys, we got to over 700 likes. I'm so happy. Thank you guys. I'm so happy about that.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Keep it going. This is a little show that could. So I love the engagement on the show. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching my Bold and Beautiful mini spotlights. You've been watching them. So happy. The latest one is who's going to out Ridge and Quinn, and we'll talk about that this week. Of course, it's happening. And the new Bold and Beautiful Rewind will be debuting soon. I have a special guest that's going to be doing that with me. I know. I can't make an announcement yet. We're going to get on that second. And it's the 30th anniversary of Bold and the Beautiful. So you just started recently watching it.
Yes, about 2 months ago.
And you've been really liking it, haven't you?
Loving. I have to tell you, I co-host a couple of after shows. I'm not an official Bold Breakdown co-host.
Yes.
But I have to tell you, I look forward to talking about this show more than any other show I cover.
You know, you guys, it's really good right now.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's really good. And hello to my other co-hosts in here, Amber's baby, Rodelli, Jacob, Ethel. You guys are all in there. You guys are happy to see him too, of course. He's back. Shout out to Brandon Larkins. He's probably watching tonight. He's our buddy. You guys liked him too. He's been on a couple of times.
Hey, Brandon.
Oh, you like my main spotlights? Thank you. I've been loving putting them out there for you guys. A lot of fun. I just want to tell you a little trivia because it's Emmy season. Congratulations to Bold and Beautiful's 23 Emmy nominations,
Wow.
tied with General Hospital. And they got Outstanding Drama. Heather Tom, which I called it,
Yes.
lead actress. I'm like, her breakup scenes with Brooke and Bill, I'm like, I knew it.
Was that last year?
That was last
year.
year.
That was 16.
Yes.
Okay.
The stuff she has coming up now is good too, but I was like, her set into addiction, or she was so good. And I had her on the show last year, which she's a friend of the show, of course, and we talked about how she just consistently gets good storylines, and that they treat her really well on Bold and Beautiful. So not surprised. Scott Clifton got lead actor nomination. Anna Maria Horsford got supporting actress. I believe it's probably the scenes where she found out that her man had a baby, and it was the niece, and it was a whole big thing on there. But she's from Amen. Years ago, Amen was Sherman Hemsley, so we're happy to see her. She's getting recognition. Rain Edwards as Nicole, got Young Actress nomination. My buddy and friend of the show, Pearson Fode, got Younger Actor.
Your buddy, my fiance.
Yes, apparently. But he's my buddy, and so we're both happy for him. And my other buddy who watches the show, you guys, Anthony Turple, who wants to come on the show, we're working on that, who plays RJ, got Younger Actor nomination. He just came on the show, so that's really great for him. So Anthony, congratulations to you too.
Congratulations, Anthony.
Overall, in the 30 years, they've gotten Emmys for Best Series 3 times, directing 3 times, writing 3 times, lead actress 5 times, split between Heather Tom and Susan Flannery, who played Stephanie, who was the bomb. Supporting actress 2 times. Once it was a tie, so that doesn't really happen too much on awards. Once supporting actress, younger actor 3 times, young actress 4 times. So they've been winning some Emmys. They've been working it out.
Any predictions? Do you think any one of those nominees is going to hands down take it?
Well, it's funny because on General Hospital, we talked about the Emmys on there too, and they have 2 actors on there that were totally deserving. So between the General Hospital and Heather Tom, it made me first make a prediction. It's either going to be Laura Wright on General Hospital or Heather Tom on Bold and Beautiful. They both had amazing storylines.
I have to watch their Emmy reels.
It's watch their Emmy reels. I want to see them. They're going to release something this week.
Okay.
So we probably can see them. But I really am just like, it's going to be tough. I mean, I don't know. Scott Clifton, I'm surprised he's already won several times. So I didn't know. I mean, I guess he's a lead actor, so that's fine. But Pearson is his 2nd nomination in a row.
Did he win last year?
No, he was just nominated. But he was this his first year. He got nominated.
Good for him.
He's had a good storyline too. So, but Anthony on. So congratulations to all of them. Now, you guys, it's the 30th anniversary of Bold and Beautiful. But it's also the 30th anniversary of my graduation from high school. And many of you guys were saying, "Well, when what you look like? When what you look like?" And so here is one picture over there. You can see with me and my look-alike mother. It was after my graduation. She presented me with you see our smiles exactly the same.
The gene game is strong in your family. Wow.
My mother's my twin, basically. We look exactly alike. One day I'll show a picture of both of us together. We look exactly alike. And she sent me a picture, and then you send the next picture you can do, and that's me. And she's like my sister. Her name is Xandra Garcia Ruiz, and we graduated together, and that's at Inglewood High School, 1987, class 87. Woo-hoo. And look at my mustache, and I was so young. I think I look the same, basically. I just look a little older, that's all. But
you do look the same.
I think I look basically the same. You know, people change a lot of times when they get older. I think I look the same, basically. So it's kind of fun. So that was 30 years ago. It was my thing, too. It's kind of crazy.
Wow.
I know. So it was kind of fun there. Now, before we actually start the show, I actually want to play the opening that was the special opening for the last 2 days of last week. We don't know if it's going to be
the
new
opening,
but it gives a nod to the past. If you put side by side the old opening, the original, and this one, some of the characters are doing some of the same things old characters did. Let's go ahead and show that. Wait. Wait. 1 second. That's the first episode opening. I'm gonna show that one. That's fine. Look, you see Kate Miller Coslow.
So pretty.
It's just so pretty. I think Chama Cook's better now than they did back then. Wait, did I show the next one? Did I put the next clip? Is that the new opening? Stand by. Okay, I think I should have said opening theme 87. Maybe I didn't put it on here. They have a new opening. So we'll keep talking. So okay, so Monday and Tuesday, we're gonna show that in a second. So Monday and Tuesday.
We're getting in it. We're doing it.
Getting it, and of course, all my notes are over there. Where are my notes? Oh my God, where are my notes?
Do you want me to grab your bag?
They must have fell out. Wait, notes. 1 second. Low technical difficulty. Stay right here.
Me stay here.
Matthew, you say something to them.
Hi guys. You can catch me every Monday night doing the Vanderpump Rules after show on AFTERBUZZ TV, and every Sunday at 4 o'clock Pacific, 7 o'clock Eastern for the Days of Our Lives recap show, where James Lott Jr. actually joined us.
I did today.
Earlier this evening,
Yes.
and we had a lot of fun. It was me, James, and Mark J. Freeman.
Yes. It was a lot. We had a lot of fun. That was actually a lot of fun.
A lot of laughs, a lot of shade on that show.
Oh my God, we do a lot of shit in that show. It's crazy. So he's gonna find the new opening. It's the 30th anniversary opening, and he's gonna find that. I thought I put it on here, but I guess it's not on here. I was gonna show that. But meanwhile, we'll talk about Monday and Tuesday. And on Monday, they're in Sydney, Australia. Beautifully shot this whole week.
Stunning.
I mean, beautifully shot. I couldn't believe how beautiful the shots were there. I want to go to Opera House. I want to go to Australia.
They're very crafty at The Bold and the Beautiful, and I'm a new viewer.
Yes.
And I can figure.
Okay, good. Okay,
right,
good.
Let's watch it.
Yes, it's wait. There we go. That's the music. I love it. Oh yeah. I think it's Patrica. I love it. See, it says 30.
It's so
good. It's so good. Oh my God, it's a great opening. So I don't know what it's gonna do for the rest of the year because it's 30. I mean, what they're gonna do.
I would watch Bold and the Beautiful once in a blue moon as a child, like it would be on, and I would catch that starting, and that brought me back. That brought me back 30 years. Yeah.
How funny is that? Yes. It's a great opening, and I love that they did a nod to where Steffi's standing is where Taylor stood, which is her mother. I mean, they did all this great stuff that was just like, I thought the music was updated.
It's sharp.
Ethel says that she stood up and started clapping when he did it. I was so shocked when he did it. I was just like, oh my God, like, this is a whole new opening. I'm like, I knew the day they did it was the day of the anniversary, March 23rd. That was the actual anniversary day. So I had a feeling, because General Hospital did the same thing, I said that's supposed to be something special. Days Rise didn't do a special opening, I guess, because it's just basically the hourglass.
Nothing changed.
Yeah, nothing changed. So that's the hourglass. It should have had it where McDonald Carey said the whole thing. That's what
Yeah,
it did.
and we'll be back for the second half
Of
Days of Our Lives in just a moment.
I know. They should have did that.
And they did a handful of throwback clips. Not enough, in my opinion.
I agree.
And I was loving how Bold and the Beautiful was showing the 3 clips.
Yes, at the end, it was really smart at the time capsule.
Yeah.
It was very smart from every season. It was just so smart.
Now, is that over with? Are they done showing clips now?
It's like, I don't know. It's like, well, I guess we're gonna find this. I have no idea.
Yeah,
I'll
I feel like they could do it for the rest of the year. Not, I mean, that's a long time.
Yeah, or rest of the month at least.
Yeah,
rest of the month of March.
Something.
I mean, it's only one more week left, so I mean, I don't know, but I love it. I love the opening. Love this. Monday basically was just everybody kind of they landed. Everybody was kind of talking, but then you got Sally on the plane and she's texting Thomas and she arrived and she made it. Quinn and Eric talked for a minute. Brooke and Riz. I mean, Monday was kind of like expositional to me. It was kind of like just getting stuff ready.
And then, still fun to watch, though.
It was still fun to watch. It was beautifully shot, fun to watch. We're seeing each players all talk to each other, but to me, Tuesday's the day to start talking about it. I'm like, that's just a really good day. Oh, and Steffi and Ivy are working together, which was very nice. You know the history, but they were not close. They're cousins, but they weren't close because she liked Liam, and it was a whole big thing.
Yep.
Which they addressed later on. I think on Thursday's episode they addressed that.
With champagne when
with
they were getting ready.
Yeah. I thought that was kind of cute. They kind of addressed that. And she's like, I really am happy for you. Like, I'm really happy for you. But what I was talking about is they had a photo shoot at first. So I kind of chuckled.
Yep.
That Ivy and Steffi had a photo shoot on the Opera House. Was that weird or was that fine? Or
I mean, I don't know. I don't have anything to compare it against with the show. They looked beautiful.
They did. I like that it was 2 dark-haired beauties.
Yes.
We're used to the blondes, and it was 2 dark-haired beauties.
Yep.
And Ivy, of course, is Australian in real life. I mean, Ashley Brewer plays it. She's Australian in real life.
So are they also models on the show in addition to being designers?
Well, Steffi was at one. I mean, not really. She's now the president and CEO of the company. She was social media for a while, so I mean, I guess they kind of put that in there. Ivy did, I guess, a little bit, but not really. And they both. She's more jewelry design. She's more in jewelry. So they both were in other areas. But I guess they decided to make use of the Opera House.
They really go for the camp on the show.
They do, which I don't mind.
No.
Trust me, other shows have more camp sometimes. So I have no problem with that whatsoever.
And then they brought Thomas out to say a couple words.
Yes, I know.
Was that just to use him?
I guess, and it was like they had a whole, I mean, on a Forrester
press conference.
Yeah, they really that popular in Australia? I don't know.
Would they be that popular here in America?
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't either.
I don't either. So I thought, okay, that's kind of funny, I guess. Yeah. So also we should mention on Monday, Sally arrives at Thomas's door, and he's of course in a towel.
I loved that. I loved all of it. I loved the phone call leading up to it to like kind of feel him out. Yeah. Do you remember if you said if I were to show up, and he was like, yeah, of course the offer still stands, and he thought it was room service.
Yes.
And he was looking too fine.
Person Fode, as you guys already know how I feel about him, of course. I just think he's just ridiculously handsome and chiseled, and his great body. And as you know, he's been on the show. He's a great, nice guy and all that. But which makes him even hotter. He's a nice guy and really goofy and stuff. He is just so good looking. It's just crazy.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
He reminds me of Cameron Matheson.
Yes, the tall, chiseled. Yeah. I mean, they're like soap opera looking actors.
Handsome men who are so nice.
So nice.
Yeah,
I know.
I think Pearson, just like Cameron, is equally as nice as he is handsome.
I agree. I will go. I totally go with that.
Yeah.
I've met Cameron also and his family, and I've actually been to his house in New York, and just super nice guy.
Yeah.
It's just crazy how nice they can be. Also, Michelle. Hi, Michelle D. How you guys? Oh, Brandon Larkins is in there. Hi, Brandon.
Brandon.
He's gave you a shout out earlier. You're in there. He said such an editorial opening, all fashion and prints. I know.
Amber's baby said Steffi was a model. Remember, she used to model the
lingerie line. You're right. Okay, you're right. Thank you, Michelle. It's Amber's baby. You'll be reminded a little bit. That's right. I love seeing Thomas in the towel. Can we play that and just erase Sally from the scene?
There's something about watching Courtney Hope as Sally Spectra. I've said this every time I've been on. She was perfect casting.
I'm hooked.
Yeah.
Complete from day one.
Yep. Hooked. And she's beautiful, and her body is banging.
Okay, we saw a lot of body this week, and there was some body. I mean, there was some yes.
And no one was shy.
Yeah, no one was shy. Ash B has a huge fan base. Okay, so maybe it's for Ashley Brewer. Because she's Australian in real life, so maybe she has a big fan base on there.
Ivy?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it is an international soap. I know they're big in like Italy and places like that, so maybe Australia was good too.
Yeah.
But I mean, Okay, so as they're getting ready for the wedding, I liked Bill and Liam's suits. The one was gray. But Bill one was gray. Liam had one was kind of like a lighter blue.
Okay.
With the black trim.
Okay.
I liked him. I know. I just thought it was something different.
I thought everyone looked fantastic.
I agree. Everybody had cute outfits on.
So the first one that I commented out loud that I thought looked beautiful was Katie.
Yes. Oh, Heather Thomas the bomb.
And then Quinn. You should have heard. I was like, the sparkly blue dress.
Yes. And her hair was off to the side. Heather Thomas the bomb. Anyway.
Yeah,
yes.
they're both beauties.
Yes, and Quinn, they're both beautiful.
And I love that they hate each other.
I know. It's good. It's good.
They're great rivals.
God, they're so good rivals. Okay, so I do have one rant.
Talk to me. What day are we on?
This is Tuesday. The wedding day. We're getting for the wedding day. Why wasn't Taylor there?
Oh, someone just said that in the chat room.
There you go. You guys agree with me.
The Italian Cole said they could have used Taylor for the wedding.
Lee Davenport Jern. Okay, she's in Australia. Hi, Lee. I know you, Lou. So I said B&B is our best rated daytime soap. Okay, down there. So okay, that makes sense. Then I guess it would be popular in there. Yes, they should have used. I mean, Hunter Tyler, where are you? Like, they didn't ask her. Like, what's going on? She could have came back for like an episode or two.
Why did she depart the show?
I can't remember. I don't remember when she left. But she was on the show off and on for years. I mean, I don't know why they didn't bring her back. And they should have mentioned Phoebe, her twin. That made me upset also. They should have mentioned her twin, Phoebe.
Who's twin Phoebe?
Stephanie's a twin.
Oh, okay.
And she got killed.
Oh.
And they never mentioned her.
Yeah, and I feel like you would mention that at a wedding.
Yes.
People do it all the time.
Right. Well, when Ridge was talking to her, I thought for sure he said you're a little girl. I'm like, well, she was little girls. Her and Phoebe, they were on the show. They were little girls. And Phoebe was somebody who was very important. Her character got involved with Rick. Not played by Jacob Young, but played by Kyle Lauder when he was Rick.
Kyle.
I know Kyle personally. I love Kyle. But when he played Rick, they were together. They sang together on the show. She's a singer. She sang with Constantine Maroulis was on the show. They did all this. So she was a big part of the show, and then she got killed. Mackenzie Maury played her, and she got killed. And they have not mentioned her. I'm like, shouldn't you mention your twin? They're saying, yes, I did. Guys, come on, exactly. And or should at least mention Taylor. Okay, I'll give you that one, Michelle D. Mention Taylor.
Mention her.
Just mention her. I mean, like we're saying this on Days of Our Lives, and I've said this on General Hospital. We're not dummies.
Mm-mm.
So don't treat us like we're dumb.
No.
And we're going to ask this question. There's certain things you just know are going to be asked. So at least a throwaway comment.
One comment.
One comment.
So we haven't forgotten.
Right.
A little refresher.
Right.
And move on.
Right.
It doesn't need to be an entire episode.
No, not really. No. We'd love one, of course. But if you don't want to do that, or if you don't want to pay her, or whatever you want to do, a phone call, I mean, just anything. Just her on the phone with her mom. I love you so much. I'm sorry you broke your foot. I'm sorry you can't make it. Okay, done. And so, yeah. Anyways, that's another story. I was like, that's my rant on that one. I'm like, let me just turn this around. Oops. I'm getting angry in here. I like continuity. I like history. And that's the only part. The rest of everything else was pitch perfect. Just that was a point that just bugged me.
Yep.
Because it's their third wedding, but presumably it's their last wedding. It's going to be their big hurrah.
Do you think it will be their last wedding?
I think overall, yes. If they break up, they won't get married again. I don't think. I think this is really the third time it's supposed to be the charm.
But do you think that they'll last?
I don't know. This is Bold and Beautiful.
Yeah.
You have no idea. Brad wanted to put Hunter on reoccurring, and Hunter thought she deserved to be on contract. Oh. Well, she's known to be a little difficult here and there. I've heard those rumors. Just rumors allegedly. I don't really know her personally. Meanwhile, our girl, Patricia Darbo, who plays Shirley, is trying to get Sally to take pictures and doing so they can upload them and get some hits on their websites. And Sally's like, no, I'm here just to be there for the wedding.
I love that they show that Sally has a conscience.
Yes.
And that she's not a bad girl.
No, we said this last time. Remember we said last time, she really wants to make it on her own merit, but she'd love to. She likes being a designer. She wants to make it. But Bill really ruined that. She doesn't know it's Bill, but he ruined that with that review.
I can't wait until that's all revealed.
I know. Oh my God, it's good. So will they go legit or will they continue? I mean, there's a lot of storyline being mined out of this because what if they do a knockoff and it's a hit? Then it's revealed that Bill's behind. There'll be some good stuff. I'd love to see Patricia Darbo and Don Diamont go at it each other.
Uh-oh.
some Shirley and Dollar Bill going at it. They'd be good. Because I love when Shirley gets a little like, okay, girl, and like she breaks it down.
Did old Sally Spectra get into it with Dollar Bill?
No, he was on the show.
Okay.
Sally Spectra was Stephanie and Eric. And it was Sally and Clark was the man. They were all mostly, and Thorne was torn between two because he was with Macy, her daughter. There's a whole storyline there, but they didn't really do much with that.
Bobby Eakes,
who was on All My Children, of course.
Yep.
I love this Crystal.
Yes.
I love Crystal. Oh, her and Tad. No,
Crystal Carey.
Yeah, it's Crystal Carey. But she was Babe's mother.
Yeah.
Well, and Marissa
Babe.
too, but I hated Marissa. But
Which Babe did you like better?
The first one, Lexa Havens, of course. She was the best Babe.
Oh, I like the other one.
I'm tired. Yeah, well, the other one was not bad. She wasn't bad, but I liked Alexa. I liked Alexa better.
I don't know that I liked. What was her name?
There's Alexa Havens was the first one.
Yeah,
In real life, she's with what's his name?
And Amanda. Was it Amanda?
Something. Yeah, I forgot her name.
I was just more familiar with her portrayal. Okay. Just to clarify.
Okay, so we're gonna talk about this because then Brooke and Katie. Brooks is like, okay, stop it. With the whole Quinn and Ridge thing. And Katie's like, okay, fine, I won't say anything anymore. I'm just like, I'll let you know, bitch, what's going on, but you don't want to get it, so.
Get ready.
And I did think that Ridge and Steffi's kind of pre-wedding thing was cute. They tried not to be sappy.
Hug.
It's so them. They're trying to be sappy. They're a lot alike. That's what's so funny. And they're trying to be sappy, and you can see Torsten Williams giving a little
He looked like he got choked up.
Yeah, for real.
Yep.
I was like, oh my god, he got choked up for real. I was like, oh my god.
I wanted her to be. I know this is such a detail, but I wanted her to be in like a full-length white hotel room.
Okay. White hotel room. Okay, interesting.
Yeah, I didn't like that she was in like a little lingerie. Like I know that it was hers probably that she packed with her to go over there, but like I felt like for the father-daughter moment, it was a little sexy to be funny. Embracing her dad. I don't know.
I don't know. Interesting. That's interesting. I don't know. I just like that they're trying not to be sappy. It's like that was totally in character. So Brooke and Kate were fine. Liam freaks out when he sees Steffi. I mean Sally. Sorry, Steffi. He sees Sally. He freaks out. He sees her first.
Cute.
That was cute. And it's just like Tom's like, oh, calm down, be fine, whatever.
I like how she was like, I can go.
So I'll just go. He's like, no. And then Ivy's like, no photo. I know how he set these things up. It's so soapy. No photos, no cameras, no videos. I'm like,
Which was 100% directed at Sally.
Yes, of course. Of course. Now, this is the entrance. This was Tuesday. The zip lining entrance. They showed how she came on a horse once and then a motorcycle. I kind of chose, it was really campy to me the way they did it.
I feel like this is my first negative talk.
Yes, do it.
I hated it. I felt like it was so green screened.
Yes.
Didn't you think?
It did feel green screen.
It looked fake.
It did look fake. But it was I was laughing. It seemed cheesy. I was laughing. I was just like, she's like,
yeah.
I couldn't stop laughing.
And the shot of like Ridge waiting for her doing
like,
it.
It was hilarious to me. I just laughed.
Her heels were this big.
I know.
Did you see that?
I did see her heels. Because she was kicking at first. It was like, those some tall heels, girl.
Yeah.
Well,
she needs a safe landing.
Oh my gosh, Cheyenne's like, I love the first Babe. Oh my god, Disney Flowers like scene stealer Crystal. I love when you guys can talk about other soaps too. I love that. It's so funny. Stephanie is trashy. Oh.
I think it's Amanda Baker who played the second Babe.
Could be it. But I thought it was kind of funny. I just chuckled because it was kind of campy and funny. Then when she walked in the aisle, she saw Sally. She was walking. She was like, she just kept going.
But I like that. I like how there was no, that said it all.
Yeah, it said it all. I love that. Okay, so let's show our bold flashback. This is part of episode 1. In 1986, this is how the show opened. I love this. There's Ron Moss as Ridge. You hear the theme in the background a little bit. You'll see Lauren Koslow. She's in the scene too. She's right back there with big hair.
John, will you turn this around? I need to see it, you know?
John McCook. So 80s. I love it. You go, girl.
Wendy, come on.
outfit is so 80s. I love it.
Karen.
Look at Lauren Cosmo, so young.
Live or what?
So I just want to show a little bit. That was the opening. There's Thorn, the original Thorn, Clayton Norcross. I wanted to show this. That was the first episode of Bold and the Beautiful back in 1987, March 23rd. I thought it was a really stylish opening. And when I saw it live, and I remember thinking, wow, this is a different kind of soap.
Yeah.
Because it was like, I love that the clock was ticking. He's in the quiet. You know what's going on. And obviously he comes into this hustle and bustle of, you got to sense this is a fashion house. And you totally got it.
100%.
100%. And I just
Beautifully done.
Beautifully done. I mean, this is 30 years ago.
And you just commented on how 80s his outfit was, but so stylish.
Yes, totally. That hair, I mean, everything was, I remember those big suits with the big shoulder pads, even for men too, and having the shirt buttoned up with no tie was one thing back there. I mean, their hair, it just showed exactly the 80s LA. This is the only soap that's set in a real life city on all of daytime television.
Right.
Every other soap is set in a fictional city. This is set in Los Angeles. And it just showed it's on Los Angeles in the 80s in the music. I think.
And no one looked like Ron Moss.
Nope, they didn't. Ron Moss had those chisel features too. He was completely original.
Yeah.
Completely original. So I want to show you guys that. It's kind of funny. Love Ron Moss. Right? Yeah, he was great. Yeah, he was great. He wasn't so stiff back then. It's so funny. Yes, but I just kind of, Brandon hated the entrance to the wedding. He says it was a whack wedding entrance.
Yeah.
That's what was going wrong with the zip line. It was going to go wrong.
It was so weird. I don't know why they did it. It just, I wonder if it just didn't turn out as clean as they thought that it was going to.
Yeah.
There was a lot going on with the beautiful, authentic Australian shots.
Yes.
Were perfect.
Yes.
But then, did you feel at times like on the beach that I couldn't figure out if they were really on the beach or if they were in front of a green? Did it feel weird to you a little bit?
Well, you know that they could do. They're going to probably do so much outside, but they have to have a controlled area too. So I'm thinking maybe they found maybe an area that was controlled, or maybe it was made up down there. They have a studio. I mean, I don't know. I couldn't tell either.
And I think it stays brighter there longer, so they were probably able to shoot.
It's summer there.
Yeah.
It's summer there. It's winter here, summer there.
And there was one more thing. Oh, you know the restaurant that they always eat at in Los Angeles? They were using that same set for the Tiki Lounge.
I did notice that a little bit.
Hula
Yeah,
Lounge.
I did notice. It's like that's like very similar kind of thing. So
Yep.
I'm like, it's kind of crazy. So on Wednesday, basically it was just two things going on. One, back at home, we saw Wyatt again. Like where did he come from, Mr. Darren Brooks? Drinking.
Heavily.
And the black folks, of course, didn't go to Australia. So the black Forresters didn't go. So we had Zeddy Nicole.
Oh, none of the black characters did go, did they?
They sure didn't. That's about. So I kind of chuckled about that. I was like, none of the black Forresters went. Interesting.
And I like, too, how Ridge and Brooke had stated they wanted RJ to stay in LA and he could play with Coco.
Yes.
And we haven't seen them once this
No.
week.
Don't get me started. That's why, again, you know, they're playing a lot of things great. For some things, I'm like, okay, come on, folks.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's kind of weird. But it was fun seeing Zeddy Nicole talk to. He basically talked it out with Wyatt because he needed somebody to talk about. And the wedding was good. It was great speech by Bill, great speech by Ridge.
See, I feel like Bill's was. It seems so shallow.
Well, I see. My thought was he's not a sappy guy.
Right.
So he would talk about architecture, and we
That's
equated
right.
to that.
I agree.
So I guess it could be valued. It could be viewed as shallow, I guess. But I felt like that's how he would talk.
I agree. And I don't know him that well,
Yeah,
but that's what
yeah.
I take away from it too.
Yeah, he's very business minded.
Right.
So.
And I like that Ridge's was warmer.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. He's the dressmaker. He
Yep.
always calls him.
And I like that he acknowledges Liam as a person, and you can tell that there's love for him,
Yeah.
even though he's Bill's son.
Yeah. Well, I love what a couple weeks ago when Bill and Rich was like, so that makes us what? Nothing. I love that. When he said get married, it makes us what? Nothing. I love that. And then, of course, they went speedboating afterwards.
Did you like that?
That was kind of it was corny, but it was fine.
I think they were just like, well, we should get it.
Yeah.
Let's get the footage.
they were like, oh, we were holding on, they're going crazy. I saw
Yep.
Brooke and I'm like, oh my god. Or Kathy Kelly Lang, they were just like, they were like holding on for dear life. I couldn't stop laughing.
I thought that at the wedding and on the speedboat, everyone's seating was intentional.
Yes.
Very,
Yes.
especially the right side
Yes.
of the of the
Yes.
altar.
Yes. Well, yeah, they did. Can RJ join something and never come back? Aw, Michelle, let's see. Play with Coco. The boy is 15. I think he's older. Like he's 17.
But I actually do think, didn't they use the word or the words "play with
Yeah,
Coco"?
he did. Yeah, he did. But I'm trying to think. I don't know. I mean, he might be 16 or 17. I'm not sure. I know it's still more than 15, but I wish Rick and Maya went. They should have went, but maybe not. I don't know. It's kind of. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Okay, so now our next flashback is from episode 4. I'm going to show this clip. It was in 1987 also. And this one just, to me, epitomizes just kind of like they're showing us the insides of the fashion house. Yeah, it's so 80s.
All right, I want to lose this shoulder. Get that off there.
Like this?
Yeah. I want it to be more dramatic.
What if we cut this on the bias?
Oh, excellent. Good. Good. We'll cut it on a diagonal.
That's
left to
Margot
right.
Lindley, if you know who that was.
No, do that. Now let's turn around. Hold this up there. I want to see this up. Look at the back. Oh, this is beautiful. Is it her back or is it the dress?
It's the dress.
Thank you. Once more. Right here. All right,
What a pretty model.
One
Yep.
earring. There we are.
There
One
we go.
earring?
There's only room for one.
Beautiful.
Yes, I thought so.
Thank you, Annie. That would be it.
Thanks, Tony. Bye. Let me see this. Who's that?
That's so authentic, doesn't it? It's so
was-
real. Like a real room that he'd be.
Just when I think I'm able to track you.
What, the earring?
The one earring today, the beaded gloves in last fall's collection.
The unexpected, the true mark of style.
Oh, if I had $1 for every time you said that to me.
That's what Forrester is known for. I want to be first, Mark. I want us to be first in everything.
That sounds like a lead-in for a talk about our next collection.
No, not today.
So I want to show that, and of course, if you're a Lauren Koslow fan, we know Lauren personally, and we know her. We've interviewed her and talked to her. She's just the bomb in real life.
She's my spirit animal.
She's so young and beautiful. She's beautiful today still too.
Her voice is so smooth.
I know.
Kristen,
I got to interview her at Day of Days a couple years ago, and I just was like, just a joy. She was a joy. She
She's
was
a
joy.
knockout.
She's a knockout.
Yeah.
God, but look at she played Margot on that. She's got her start. She's on Bold and Beautiful. That's a cute toga. So Brandon said it did feel weird on the beach. I didn't know if it was real or not Matthew, especially Quinn and Ridge. Her hair barely moved while outside the beach.
Right.
So I mean, I don't know. Who knows? Yes. But that was another one. That was episode 4 of that episode there. Oh, that's one who's related. From
And the hotel rooms, I think, were actually sets
yeah, probably.
in Los Angeles.
Well, my thing is either that or they had sets down there. They could have filmed down there.
That's
and
right.
Had them all built down there and had them set up. Who knows? I mean,
It just looked so bold and,
Yeah.
bold and the beautiful, like
Yes, it did.
the window that looked out to the
Yes.
water in, I don't know if it was Bill's room,
or not Katie's room.
Steffi's room.
Maybe I can't remember. Yeah,
I just remembered that it just looked very
Yeah.
similar to
yeah,
me.
it kind of did.
I'm not complaining.
Yes.
I loved it.
Yeah, it was good.
But it did cross my mind. Like, I wonder why they didn't just go ahead and shoot in the hotel rooms, unless maybe
Yeah.
lighting was bad. I don't know.
A lot of things might. So you're right. Lighting could have been bad. It could have been. I don't know. Not big. Who knows?
I don't either.
You know. So on Thursday and Friday. So the rest of the week we had on Thursday and Friday they speedboated to a beach. Thursday was the actual anniversary date. So March 23rd, 1987 is when it started, as we saw the first opening of that new opening, which we all loved. Stephanie is pissed about Sally being there, of course. And I mean, I knew at some point she was going to fall into the water. I had a feeling that's an old classic thing.
I couldn't agree more. It was a matter of time.
Yes, it was about to happen. I wrote these are my notes. I wrote down in my note card. I wrote down next. Don Diamont has a great body.
He looked spectacular.
We take notes. I'm taking notes, and I was just like, and they were showing them when they arrived on the beach, and I was just like, wow, for somebody who's of his age, looks good.
He's gorgeous.
Looks good. all the couples were there. It was a couples thing. They were all except for Ivy. They just kept showcasing the couples as they were sitting there and playing. The people were singing, and the Aborigines were doing their stuff. It was kind of funny. It was like it was all couples for a moment. They were all together,
including the newest couple, Sally and
yes,
Thomas.
I like that a lot. And Sally and Stephanie, of course, get into it. I have one little pet peeve.
I do too. I wonder if it's the same pet peeve. I think it's going to be.
I think they're pushing, again, trying to manipulate us, the Sally Steffi feud. For me, it's just they haven't known each other that long. Not that much has happened. They keep trying to push this like they hate each other. I think it's a little too much.
Well, I think with a food fight and a face being shoved into a cake, that's enough for hate right there.
That's part of it, but I feel like it's not the same as the original. They're trying to do the original Steffi and Sally. They had years of stuff to happen to make them really hate each other and then eventually love each other. But it's just like it's being pushed so heavily. It just seems I don't know. It just seems it's a little too much for me. What are you thinking?
Well, different. Actually, I was wrong. We weren't thinking the same thing. So Steffi pushes Sally into the water, and then they cut to commercial break. And so they come back, and then Thomas is in the water.
Yes.
I wanted to see that.
Yeah.
I wanted to see. I didn't like that he smiled
did
when
smile,
Sally fell in.
Yes.
I wish he had been like Steffi, and then maybe cut to commercial.
Yeah.
And then I would have liked to have seen him jump in to get her,
Yeah, I was thinking
rather
that.
than them just starting the scene with him in the water. And where did Steffi go?
I'd love to see him jump in the water. I don't know. I don't know. She just walked off. That's it. It was weird, kind of no transition. He does have a great body. Don, all oiled up. Wow, smoking. He does. He has a great body. More thing to say about Liam. and I agree. Yes, James. Thank you. I agree. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like it's being pushed too heavily, their rivalry. So that's the only thing. I don't mind them having a rivalry, but it's not. We haven't built up enough yet for me to make me feel like they should hate each other so much.
In response to Ethel's comment about more than I can say about Liam, I don't think that everyone on a soap opera needs to have a soap opera body.
I agree.
I like that they're real.
Yeah, I do too. Because we were saying earlier, Torsten Kay don't take off her shirt hardly ever. His shirt
And I don't
was
think
on.
he needs to. I don't think he needs to.
Right. That's fine.
Yeah.
Some of us don't take off our shirts.
Well, and some of the guys on Days of Our Lives for lovemaking scenes, like you can see them like landing on the bed, and then they cut to commercial. You don't see anything, and then they come back, and it's like the quilt is up here.
Yes.
But I think it's fine. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think everyone needs to kill themselves to have a.
That's true. That's true. Then of course, it's the beginning of Quinn and Ridge meeting up. But then we'll get to that on for Fridays, even more on Fridays. But they meet up that day. But it's the one I want to bring up because the closing out on Thursday was Eric and Brooke. I really enjoyed. They sat on the beach with the champagne, and they start with their story because I told you guys the first person she married was Eric. It wasn't Ridge. Ridge and her met, and there was a connection, but she married Eric because Ridge was with Caroline, the whole storyline there. And I like they started them out a young Jacob Young. They saw coming down the stairs with Agnes Bruckner, who played the original Bridget. So that was kind of cool seeing Jacob Young with the face because he was the original Rick.
I didn't even realize that was
him. He was the original Rick. Then he left to play Lucky Spencer on General Hospital. Then J.R. Chandler on AMC. Then he came back. In the meantime, it was Justin Torkelson played Rick and Kyle Lauder.
J.R. Chandler is one of my all-time favorite.
He saved all my children.
Characters.
He saved all my children. Between him and David Hayward, they saved all my children to me. Those last years. They told you saved it. Them and Angie Hubbard.
No one can play a snob with a silver spoon in their mouth like JR.
Right.
Like Jacob Young.
Yeah, Jacob Young. Yeah, I agree. I didn't like him as Lucky. You know, he won an Emmy for being Lucky, but he's my least favorite Lucky. After Jonathan Jackson and Greg Vaughn.
Jonathan Jackson is Lucky.
Well, he's Lucky.
Yeah.
But Greg Vaughn I thought was underrated and did a great job. He wasn't given enough stuff, I think.
No, but I think it's hard to go in when the character or the actor is that established in the role.
Yeah. But Jacob Young won an Emmy for it. So, I mean, he did get an Emmy. That's what I was thinking. But yes, I love when they did the flashbacks. They showed Thorne. They showed some people. They did some flashbacks. And that was very nice. And I love the line, "They've been bold. They've been beautiful." I thought that was cute. That was cute.
Perfect scene.
Perfect scene.
Yep.
And they clinked. And then they came up saying happy 30th. I thought that was really cute.
You know what I like too? Eric had his hand punched in the sand behind Brooke's back. And I thought they were going to cut right then, and I was like, "Oh, put your arm around her." And he put his arm around her, and I was like, "Yay!"
Yes, he did.
to put the pin in the perfect scene.
Yes. They're friends at this point.
Yep.
And they are the only two original cast members left on the show. They've been on since the very beginning. Ethel's like, oh, Greg Vaughn was good as Lucky, but they did him wrong. I agree.
How did they do him wrong?
They didn't give him strong enough storyline. They didn't give him enough storyline. They gave him some bad storyline. Like, they didn't give him enough to showcase who he was. Because he just come off of Young and the Restless, so he did that Diego for a minute or whatever on that show. And I was just like, they didn't give enough to him. Then they shafted him and brought back Jonathan Jackson, which I understand on some level, but it was kind of like, I thought he would have done well with the role. He had chemistry with people, with Becky Hurst, who played Liz. I just think he didn't do a great job. I don't know. So I love Jacob as JR and Rick. I agree with Rodale. Those are the two characters he was the best in. But if you see when he comes down the stairs in the flashback, there's him with his little fly hair. He comes down the stairs. It's kind of funny. It's like, oh, young Jacob Young on there. And Friday, of course, Eric and Brooke, they showed the new opening again, second day. Eric and Brooke talk about we married our fantasies. They're setting it up. They're setting the scene up. We married our fantasies. Meanwhile, Ridge and Quinn are waves crashing behind them, and they're just talking, and what we had was special, and we gotta let it go, and I mean, just like, oh my god.
Well, don't forget though that Quinn and Eric's conversation before she left to sightsee,
yes,
their last kiss goodbye, and she said, "Don't say that," and I thought, oh well, this is it.
Yes.
Here we go.
They're setting it up.
Yep.
They were setting it up.
It's about to go down.
Yes, and immediately we had Liam and Bill talking, and this time Bill's not doing anything wrong. He's like sitting back, and he's just, I mean, they're setting it up. And Katie's like,
he's gonna be such a prick.
I know, it's gonna be delicious to watch. It's gonna be delicious to watch. Katie's like, where's Ridge and Quinn? What's going on with them? Where are they? She's talking to Eric. I know what's going on. Where are Ridge and Quinn? And she's like, can Heather Tom give a look like nobody's business? I love Heather Tom so much.
She's got shade for
Oh
days.
my gosh, she has shade for days, completely. Oh my God.
Heather looked banging, by the way.
Yes, she's, yes.
I felt like Rihanna's work was on in the background. Like, that's how good she looked.
My thing is, between her and Rena Sofer and all them, and Heather and Catherine Kelly Lang and all them, they're showing them that women of a certain age can still look hot.
They're all three are gorgeous.
And they're wearing age appropriate clothes.
Yeah.
They look age appropriate. They're trying to be younger, and they look age appropriate.
I thought Katie looked
Yes.
perfect, age appropriate, perfect.
I agree. But of course, now Sally did take some pictures, but so far she has chosen not to share them.
Did the phone go in the water with her?
I don't know.
I feel like I don't think it did.
I don't know either. Or she had one of those Galaxy Edges where it's like, waterproof.
Waterproof.
I don't know. Oh, okay. I wrote this down too. That bartender was hot and made the most of his scenes at the lounge.
I was like
cheesing in every scene. He was like cheesing.
I was like, I'll have a double.
In that beer. But he like literally in every scene made the most of every scene he was in. And when Don Diamond was like, we're not gonna do this. He's like, okay. And he walked off. I mean, he was in every scene. I was like loud, like this guy is getting his. We don't know what his name is. Anybody know what his name is? We'll get him.
Yeah, you know what? I actually think I follow him.
Do you really? Because I was like, he's seriously.
I'll never be able to pull it up while we're on the show, but I can tweet it out later.
Yes. Yeah. He seriously chewed that scenery. I was like, you go, you Australian actor.
You handsome
you work
man.
Work it out. I couldn't let. Yes. I wish I could dress Steffi. Oh yeah, I want to ask you. Okay, so before we get to the last scene, what do you think of Steffi's overall? It's her third wedding. She wore pants with a train and like a lace top. Did you not like it? I like it. Did you think it was appropriate?
I loved it.
I liked it.
Hated the shoes, but I think that they did that. The shoe with the big heels so she could have a safe landing.
He was like, oh, clink.
Clunk.
Yes,
and just hit it and kept walking.
Those shoes were chunky.
Yeah, but yes, I like the outfit. Yeah. All in all, I thought it was cool.
I thought so too. For a third wedding, I thought it was appropriate.
Yep.
It wasn't her first time at the rodeo.
No.
I don't know how. I said I think Sally deleted the photos. Well, see, I think Sally she deleted almost posting. I thought she was about to post.
I think so too.
And she said discard.
She discarded the post.
So how much she deleted the photo? I don't think she deleted the photos.
I didn't either. Something I hated.
Tell me.
Was how over the top Steffi was.
Yes.
And Liam didn't match.
No.
Their emotions didn't match each other. She was so big and he was so chill.
Yeah, I agree.
I didn't like that. And did you see there were two times they cut to do like the reaction of the crowd, and Quinn was like
Yes, I know. It's like, come on, folks, you're on camera. You're on camera. Come on, girl, you're on camera.
There was like one really warm moment that
Yes.
Steffi was trying to have, and
Yes.
she was like, and they cut, and you would think that everyone in the audience would be
Yes.
like, oh, that's so great, and just blank stares.
Amber's Mary says she loved the suit. Ethel, she wore the same thing when she married Liam back when it was only black. Okay, well, man. She looked trashy. Daisy Flower 40, you don't like Steffi, do you?
Ooh, Daisy just went for her.
She's coming for her. She's like, and all this. She's like, I don't know, you don't like it.
I don't
Stop
think
it,
she looked
dude.
trashy.
Oh, but I don't think Daisy Flower likes her. I don't think you like Steffi. You're not a Steffi fan, are you?
Steffi's growing on me.
Yeah, she's one of those who will grow on you. She grew on me. I didn't like her at first either. She grew on me. But the last scene, of course, the best scene of all.
Ooh.
See, I was sitting there watching it going, oh my God, don't kiss, don't kiss, don't kiss.
And I didn't think they were going
Me
to.
neither, because her hand went up for a second.
Yep.
I was like, okay, so she put her hand on his chest first. I thought, and Brooke shows up. I'm thinking, okay, she'll see the hand on his chest and maybe like go that far. Hand on the face. I'm like, oh my God. And she kissed him on the cheek.
Which
I
was
thought-
still, it was a close kiss.
A close kiss, but I was like, but that still was like kiss on the cheek. That's my, you could almost play it off. And then they went in for the kiss. I was like, oh my God.
In all fairness, Ridge went in for the kiss.
Well, either way, Ridge went in for the kiss. She kissed back. And I love when she turned. They did it again. He did this on the show. She turned around and there was Brooke.
When you watch the shows alone, do you make noise?
Yes.
Like I made
I'm black.
noises.
I yelled at TV.
I'm not, believe it or not, but I made noise when they kissed. I was like ooh, and like,
Yes.
and then she turned, and Quinn and I in sync were like,
I jumped. I was like, oh my God. I jumped. I was like, oh my God. Last flash I can show this is Sheila when she shoots Brooke and Taylor. Major scene. The music, everything. The baby bottle. Go on, Sheila.
love a good slow-mo.
Me too, and the music. Fight for the gun, fight for the gun. This is 2001, you guys. So she gets shot, and now, come on, Eric. Here comes Brooke.
She was an animal.
And I was like, go on, girl. Oh, and there goes Brooke. Both enemies get shot. Both of Eric's women. By his other woman. Look at the hands about her hair. That's right. Hit her. Get her. Knock that gun out of her hand.
How fun.
And he's like, ugh.
Did he just punch her in the face?
There you go, guys. I just want to show that. All three of his women. He married Brooke. Been married to Sheila. He had some stuff with Taylor. And that's just, to me, classics. It was classic Bold and the Beautiful.
Wow.
Classic. That was a major, I remember seeing it in real time. It was a major scene. Brooke and Taylor both shot.
Did people know that was coming?
No. Sheila came back again. It was like Sheila would go and come back, go and come back.
The one thing that bothers me, and I'm not certain, and I've read about it, and I still forget. I don't. What happened to Sheila?
She got killed.
Right, but you know
She got killed as Michelle Stafford playing her.
Yeah, but didn't who's the one who plays Fenmore, Lauren Fenmore?
Yeah.
Didn't she also play Sheila too?
Yeah, it was a whole thing.
But like, could Kimberlyn Brown come back and play Sheila?
I think she could. Anything's possible. So
Okay.
her head's not decapitated. She can do anything. Kimberly Brown now is doing. They profiled her in the latest Soap Opera Digest.
I want to see her. Like, I
Okay.
want to see her back on the show. She was Bold and the Beautiful. Yeah.
She was.
Did
You guys
we
love
cover
it.
the week?
We did. And you guys, time's up. We covered the week. This show's so easy to cover. It's so easy.
I'm not ready to wrap.
I know, it's like crazy. You guys, congratulations to Bold and Beautiful for the nominations. Congratulations to 30 years on it. It's the only new soap that survived. Sunset Beach, Passions on, they didn't survive. This is the only one that survived. It's an international soap. And I love doing the show for you guys, Bold Breakdown. In May, it's our 1-year anniversary of doing this show, and I'll have a big extravaganza, and we'll have that going on. Tell me where they can find you, Matthew.
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Matthew E. Paine, and it was such a pleasure to come and join you again. Thank you for having me.
Anytime. My pleasure. Anytime. Thank you, everybody in the chat room. You guys are the best in the chat room. You guys talk. You talk to me. You talk to each other. Brandon, who's in there, thank you, Brandon, for being in there tonight. You guys can follow me at James Lott Jr. on all social media platforms. Thank you so much. I love you guys. Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.